Sorry about that, everyone. I just straight up forgot to hit record on my thing. I made a mistake there. But anyway, welcome back to another video. In the start of this video, we didn't progress any games. I noticed about halfway through a game that I didn't hit record and just reset it. But anyway, we got this brand new defensive back, Ladler. He's definitely not the greatest defensive back, but since I already don't plan on going past one season, I only plan on playing one season, I might as well just do it. I did spend, because when I got him, he had a toxic attitude, which isn't good. So I did spend a few coaching credits making him happier on the team. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse the first game. So anyway, I'll get into that. Hello everyone, we're back. We won the game with not really that much ease. There was definitely one point in the game where I thought I was gonna lose because they had the ball and it was tied, but that didn't happen, so that's definitely good. We got the dub. Moving on. Sadly, this guy got injured again, which that is the second time he got injured. He is only out for one game, but that still is not good, even if it's just one game. I've thought about buying this guy right here. He's a linebacker, but we already have two linebackers on the team, and they're two solid linebackers, too. It's our defensive backs that are kind of lacking, but not exactly sure what we want to get. Probably a defensive back or a defensive lineman if we can. I could get this defensive lineman. Actually, let's get this defensive lineman. Yes, we're going to get this defensive lineman, everyone. He should bring up the stars of the defense a little bit. And I only had one defensive lineman before it, so welcome the new defensive lineman, Traven Redwine. And you may be asking, like, how come you have so many more defensive players than offensive, great and almighty powerful Sam? And that's because I control the offense. When I'm on it, I control it. And normally, I can get a touchdown every time. Really, even if we're not dealing with the greatest team. But I don't control the defense, and that's why I try to get a bunch of good defense players. And then I guess if I also really wanted to, I could try to save up my coaching credits and get a better defensive back. I mean, not defensive back, defensive coordinator. The defensive coordinator is in charge of the defense. They kind of run the defense. So I've thought about getting one of them, but don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, I have one more game to play, which, well, I have another. Oh, we could get another offensive lineman. I'm going to get this offensive lineman. Look he's a 4.5-star defensive lineman. I mean, not defensive, offensive lineman. And I know they do want a second-round pick for him, but I only really intend making the series one season long anyway. I have no intentions of making the series longer than that. So I'm going to go ahead and sign this. Because giving up a second-round pick only affects, what would happen in the next season. And since I don't even intend on going to the next season, I might as well just do that. So everyone, welcome the new offensive lineman, Trey Woodard. He's a 4.5-star offensive lineman, which I'm pretty sure brought up our offense at least a half a star, maybe two, maybe a whole star. wasn't even paying that much of attention. But anyway, I'm going to go time-lapse the next game. And anyway, goodbye. I hate to say it, but we lost. We lost. And we lost by quite a bit, too. But I think since we lost, the game will make it just a wee bit easier. And losing once is definitely not the end of the season or anything, too. Because I don't think there's any... Oh, dang it. There is at least one team that hasn't lost yet. That is unfortunate. And it's not loading for some reason. I don't know why the game isn't loading. Here, let me see. My internet's working. Oh, what? Okay, back. I don't know why the game isn't working. If the game had a brain cell. Why isn't you loading? Load, 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 load. Load! Also, okay, finally. I had to click it twice. I'll say that it's on me. Gosh. So, not looking too hot. I guess our linebacker did get injured, and he's back now. I thought we could look at the dynamic of these games. Oh, yeah, we can. So if you look at the games, we can see how it got harder. Like, in Week 1, we had a dynamic of 3. In Week 1, we have a dynamic of 4. And the higher the dynamic is, the harder the game is. So we had a dynamic of 6, 8, 9... And then next week, we will have a dynamic... What? How do we look? Okay. Next week, we will have a dynamic of 9. So it won't really get any easier. But we also will have our 3-star linebacker. Which I guess is good. I really wish we had more coaching credits. I think I'm going to upgrade our training facilities. But... yeah, we're not looking amazingly hot. Let's look at all the other teams in the league and see where they rank. So in our league, there's only one team that hasn't got any losses. Okay, there's 2 teams overall that haven't got any losses. And surely, we still have like 10 weeks left in the season. Surely by that point, they'll get some more losses. Hopefully, we also don't lose any. Yeah. Hopefully, somewhat soon, we can get a better offensive coordinator. And defensive coordinator. I'm also gonna upgrade our defensive coordinator's training regime for hard. Because I don't think a defensive coordinator can get injured. So I'm going to go ahead and up my defensive coordinator's training regime to hard. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully next time on Retro Bowl, won't get any losses. We'll see. Goodbye.